Thank you. Okay, before I start, just in case you think I'm weird, which you probably do anyway, but my 5 steps to online dating is not what I kind of just look at. I'm an academic psychologist, so I look at that from a research point of view. Okay, so when we're ready. So why we study relationships is because people in good relationships tend to be happier, healthier, and live longer. So that's maybe why you want to use online dating. People also this time of year engage in what we call cuffing. I don't know if you've heard of that, which is kind of getting together with somebody for the winter when it's cold and dark. Anyway, online dating is kind of like what we call relationship shopping, really, right? It's the kind of eBay of the dating world, really. It's so if you're online dating, then you obviously have to, pick a website, as well as the mainstream ones like Tinder and Match. There's Sea Captain for your first mate. There is clown dating, because everyone loves a clown. I kid you not, these do exist. There's a couple more coming up just in a moment. There we are. There's uniform dating, if you like something with uniform. Bristler, if you like people with beards. Glutenfreesingles.com. And my favorite, stdmatch.com, if you like someone to match it. Yeah. Anyway, I was sent some information in the summer by a company called Dating Scout. Typically, males advertise themselves as being about 5'8", beard, black hair. Females between 18 and 25 have pictures with hedgehogs and squirrels. I didn't say that. Sadly, a lot of males have pictures of themselves with guns. One guy said, I reserve the right to bear arms, but I do like romantic comedies and glasses of wine. Some of that, which is a bit weird. French show off most in their online dating profiles. What else? So yeah, of the people who have pictures of themselves with bacon, believe it or not, 20% are from the US. Lots of males have pictures of themselves with big cats. There's a website called Tigers and Tinder, if you want to have a look at that later on, where you can see people with pictures of themselves with tigers. Anyway, some of the comments people make, I love laughing. Well, probably unless you have an operation, and you normally do, don't you? My friends and family important me, well, no kidding. I like walks on the beach, really, a bit of a cliche. And my favorite, I am normal. Anyway, this is my dating profile here. I'll just move, not really, that's me 1 or 2 years ago, probably. Misrepresentation is carried out more by females than by males. So if you are thinking, really, of that picture of me 10 years ago, I don't look much different, well, you probably do. You have to make decisions then about other people's profiles. Eli Finkel from the States suggests we limit ourselves to a manageable set of dating candidates. That's what he says. And if you're a female, then you avoid an assessment mindset. You be open-minded. Try to imagine who you might have a good time with, rather than just getting your shopping list out and ticking off what qualities people have. Just a couple of sort of male statistics there. The average length of a male first contact Tinder message is 12 characters, apparently, compared to a female, which is 120 characters, which is much longer. When you're chatting, we found in our research that communication is what we call hyper-personal. You know what it's like. You can say more and disclose more by sort of message than you can face-to-face. With your text, I love you. We're finished. You can do that much easier by text, right? You've got to have a line. So there's a couple of lines here. Are you Jamaican? Because you're making me crazy. Is your name Google? Because you have everything I'm searching for. Did you invent the plane? Because you're right for me. I got a million. Have you got a map? Well, I'll say. Okay, so humour. Okay, we all say we've got a good sense of humour. It's more incumbent upon males to make females laugh and females to appreciate male humour. That's the kind of way it works, really. If you look at males and females in what we call mixed sex dyadic interactions, it's the amount of laughter displayed by females rather than that displayed by males, which is more predictive of sexual interest. So if she's laughing, it's going great. If he's laughing, then it's not really going to work. All right? The reason for this, evolutionary psychology in action here, is that if you're a male and you can generate sort of creative humor, not dad jokes, but creative humor, then you're creatively intelligent. If you're creatively intelligent, you've got good genes. If you've got good genes, you're attractive, and females want to have sex with you, I guess. When you meet you ought to meet in a timely fashion. You don't really want a Tinder pen friend. So when you do meet, you don't really then acknowledge the awkwardness of the situation. It's a little bit bad. Just a couple of sort of common rookie mistakes, which I'm sure you know about, but when you meet someone, you don't talk about your ex. Bad to talk about your ex. Yeah. Don't play on your phone. That's the thing we call fubbing. Okay, playing on your phone when you're with somebody. So don't do that. You all knew that anyway. And some things to do. Have some conversation you take with you. Conversation apparently is not interrogation. My ex's mother used to say to me things like, "How far is London? How much did it cost to cross the Severn Bridge? What's the main industry in Cardiff?" It wasn't conversation. It was multiple choice, right? So it wasn't really. Anyway, if you want to troll me on Twitter or find it anymore, I'm at martingraft.007. Thank you very much for listening.